What's going on, guys? We're going to be starting here in just a moment. Let me make sure that that YouTube is receiving the stream. All right, awesome. So I want to welcome you guys to this live broadcast. All right. Before we get into it, let's go ahead and let you guys know the risks that are involved in trading Forex. All right. As well as making any type of investment. Okay. Only trade money that you can afford to lose. All right. And know that I am not a licensed financial advisor. All of the information that is shared on this channel are my opinions based on my own experiences, and you could have varying experiences as well. All right, since we got all that out the way. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Benny Childs, founder of the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community. I also go by the Forex Pastor, all right, because I'm teaching you guys the skills that are needed to navigate this Forex life. And today I have my face on the screen. All right, I've finally cleaned up a little bit. All right, so I have my face on the screen. Also, I want you guys to be able to connect with me and see that I'm a real person. I am a legitimate person, and so I'm not out to scam you. I'm only out to help you. So maybe the free information that I provide on this channel could help you. But I do understand sometimes we all may need a little more help, a little more knowledge and information. And so I created the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community. All right, and so and the reason why I'm putting that out there is because I kind of had a little bit of a situation here recently that yeah, I just kind of had a little bit of a situation, and it's smoothed out now. But I just really want you guys to know that I'm not a scammer, anything like that. I'm only uh, doing these videos to try to help you guys. These are all inspirational videos based on my profitable trading. Okay, and so again, I do provide basic information, basic knowledge on this channel. However, in my trading community, I do go more in depth, a lot more in depth, not a little, but a lot more in depth about how you are to actually trade the Forex market. So, with that being said, what I'm doing is what I call in my community a pair watch. Okay, so throughout the week, I like to every 4 hours because I like to trade off of the 4 hour chart. Okay, every 4 hours in my private group, what I was doing was doing pair watches. All right, and we were going through the market. We're actually going through the pairs that we mainly watch. All right, and it's no secret. I mainly watch all of the pound pairs, Euro odd, Euro NZD, gold, S&P 500, the dollar index, and Litecoin versus USD. All right, the reason why I watch all the pound pairs, Euro NZD, and gold is because those pairs, on average, they run you 100 plus pips per day. All right, so you can see here GBP USD. You can see here on average. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me take the quarter points off of here. Give me 1 second. All right, so up here at the top right, all right, I have this average daily range, and I have mine set for 365 days. All right, so for the past 365 days, GBP USD on average has given us a pip count of 111 pips per day. All right. So that's why I like to trade those pairs, because they're going to give me 100 plus pips a day. And then everything else is just kind of, being able to um, find other setups in the market. Okay. Because because I only watch a handful, I may not get a setup. All right. On those handfuls. All right. But looking at everything else allows me to possibly get another setup. Okay. Now this analysis is strictly based off of my workflow trading template. All right. And so with the workflow trading template, we're basically trading exhaustion points in the market. I've put together this template of free indicators. All right. These are free open source indicators that I have recoded, all right, to match what I needed them to do, to match my trading strategy. Okay. And so I've packaged that, and this is released for free once you join my community. All right. Now, please understand again that one or two things when it comes to indicators. All right. I'm not downplaying indicators, because obviously, again, I'm showing you this market analysis or this pair watch based off of this template of indicators that I've put together. All right. I'm not downplaying them. However, we have to understand that indicators indicate to us what has already happened in the market. Okay. So indicators are not real time. All right. They're just telling us what the market has told it. Okay. So with that being said, indicators do have a useful indicators do have usefulness to them. Okay, and I'm going to get on with the analysis, but I just want to make sure I put this out here. Indicators do have usefulness to them. However, we should not be solely trading based on indicators. We need to have some type of knowledge of market structure, market cycle, and market manipulation. All right. And so even if you just have market structure, all right, just the simple trend line, okay, just being able to know how to properly draw trend lines, and even horizontal support. All right. Now, my trading has evolved past trend lines and horizontal support. All right. They do help, and we can still use them as confluence. However, because I know exactly how the market works and how the market flows, seldomly will you see me using trend lines or horizontal, or regular horizontal support and resistance. Okay. Seldomly will you see me do that. Let's see. So let's go ahead and get into this. Give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna get right into this. Give me 1 second. Let me grab some water, and we'll get right into this analysis. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I need to grab some water, and also I need to check on my sons. All right, with this whole coronavirus distant learning thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this analysis. All right, so again, I'm going to be basing this analysis off of my workflow trading template. Okay, and just simple market structure. And when I say that, I'm talking about your simple trend lines and horizontal support and resistance. All right. All right. So USD Swiss. First up is USD Swiss. Um, we don't have any. We've already had a setup here. Okay, basically our setup. We're looking for these exhaustion squares to pop up, and then we follow our entry rules before we get into the market. Okay, we don't just jump into the market because these exhaustion squares pop up. Because like I'm upfront with everyone, um, the the exhaustion squares, they do repaint. Okay, everything else does not repaint. Like the directional arrows don't repaint or anything like that, but the exhaustion squares do. All right, the exhaustion squares are just giving us an indication that hey, the market is at an exhaustion point, and there is a possible turnaround coming. All right, so once we receive that notification from the indicator, we then need to go in and apply our knowledge of market structure, cycle, and manipulation. And again, I go over that in detail inside of the Teach Me to Fish Effects trading community. Okay, all right. But so let's just keep going. So we did have an exhaustion square on USD Swiss. This is on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, and we have an exhaustion square on USD Swiss pair. Last week, it looks like that was on last Friday. Okay, right out of the Asian session. So at the about 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got that exhaustion square. And as soon as you got that, again, simple, um, uh, simple. I can't say it. Simple support and resistance. Okay, and trend line. Okay, this is the overall trend. This is the overall trend. This is what I call the overall trend for USD Swiss on the 4-hour. Okay, and then I would come in and draw a more aggressive trend line. Okay, now we have we just got a break of this trend line, of the aggressive trend line. Okay, I'm gonna switch this over to the regular chart. All right, so we do have a break here. It broke and it retested. It looks like it's still currently retesting this trend line. Okay, so um, the market is currently going up, but when we take away the aggressive trend line, then we see this pendant that is forming here. All right, so we see it here. It has come up, touched here, reverse, touched here, reverse, touched here, and reverse. So we will be looking for it to come back to touch this this trend line to play up here. Okay. All right. Now, if you guys are inside of the trading community, then you know what we're actually looking for. But again, this will work. Okay. This will work for you. So we have our exhaustion square here again, and if we come here and see if we can draw a trend line, that's a wicked up kind of how you can draw another trend line here. Okay, and possibly get in on a reversal here. Okay, so the USD Swiss is definitely exhausting down, but we do see overall it is in an uptrend. All right, based on the 4-hour. Okay, and it is producing this upward pendant. So that's that. TDI does show down here at the bottom. TDI does show that it was overbought here, and on the TDI it has been moving down. Okay. One thing you guys probably don't know with the TDI or any type of oscillator, you can draw your trend lines. All right, you can draw your trend lines on those oscillators as well, and you can trade the trend lines on your oscillators, your RSIs, your stochastics. All right, you can even draw trend line on your volume. Okay, and you can play those trend lines. All right, all this stuff all of your knowledge of how the market works can come into play when trading, just to make sure that you're in a profitable trade. Okay, so um, let's just kind of go through the market, because I don't want to hold you guys. All right, and I don't want to be on here all day, because I want to get into my trading as well. But again, based on the workflow trading template, USD Swiss is at an exhaust point, um, and it has been moving down. So you may want to look into taking some shorts there. GBP USD, computer's going slow. GBP USD is at is showing currently showing bearish exhaustion. All right, and so you will want to look for some shorts on GBP USD. Okay. All right, and this is a fresh exhaustion square that we got this week. This is last week, so and even if we go up on a higher time frame, we do see where GBP USD is in a range right now. Okay, but right now. The current trend is up for GBP USD, okay, on the daily, based on the daily. However, the overall trend is a downtrend. So this is looking good to possibly continue on the overall trend. However, again, we do see where it could bounce back up and take out this exhaust square here to continue on the current trend that it's on now. Okay. I have to be careful not to give you guys too much context, because again, I don't want to make the Teach Me to Fish Effects members mad, because they're paying for it, so I can't give you guys too much information. But right now, for a short trade based on the 4 hour, you can be looking for some possible shorts. Okay, possible shorts. All right. Euro USD is next. All right, same thing with that. We do have an exhaustion square. All right, for this week, it was actually formed yesterday. Looks like at the 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time candle. So, of course, we would wait for our entry rules to be met here before we think about shorting this pair. But again, very, very simple, basic knowledge when it comes to support and resistance. You can draw that out here. All right. And so what we see here is it came through this trend line. Okay. And you want to, when you draw your trend lines, the proper way to draw them is to go 1, 2, run it through. Okay. You don't want to keep, I mean, you can adjust it like this. Okay. But that's just going to, well, doing that, it does allow you to error, to caution on the side of error, or error on the side of caution. But it kind of makes you wait longer. And so even though you're looking at a downtrend, this could be reversing back on you, because again, take a look here. It's on a small little uptrend. So again, the market is showing us that it is at an exhaustion point here. It's also at hidden supply and demand, or hidden supply, just basic supply. So it actually moved about 52 pips off of that run. So, and then it came up to retest here, down for about 34 pips. So you can look for possible shorts on the Euro USD, again using the workflow trading system. All right, let's see what it's showing us for USD JPY. USD JPY, we have a fresh exhaustion square right here. All right, exhaustion square. We also have an engulfing candle, and the following 4-hour candle is showing us some bullish momentum. All right, then we also, based on the TDI is at an oversold area, and it looks like it's trying to cross its way back up. But of course, we're going to want to wait for the green price line to cross above the red signal line and the yellow market sentiment line. Okay. So that's looking good on that. So mark that down, USD JPY. Look for possible long entries here. Okay. You can even drill down to your lower time frames to see if you can get a good entry, and target profit would be 106.918. 106.918. But again, we will want to make sure that our entry rules have been met before we actually get into this trade. All right. So far, it's looking pretty good, but we only have one criteria of our entry rules that have been met. All right, USD Swiss. We actually have a fresh exhaustion square that is forming. Okay, of course, you want to wait for this candle to have formed. All right, before you get into the trade, make sure the candle has formed. All right, and then also you want to wait for your other entry points. But again, we have exhaustion here. We have the TDI showing that this market is in an oversold position or place in the market. So again, you just want to wait for confirmation before you get in, but you can definitely long this position and then shoot for a profit target of 1.39988. Okay. All right. It's a profit target. All right. So you have to be able to manage your trades. Okay. All right. Manage your trades. It's a profit target. It does not mean that you're going. 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry about that. All right. I told you guys I'm a real individual with a 7 and 9-year-old. I'm gonna have them on the charts today too. They know how to trade Forex as well, but I just had to check it out. So again, where were we? USD CAD is showing us that it is currently in an overbought, an oversold position in the market. Okay. But again, you just want to wait on your confirmations and then maybe shoot for a profit target of one spot four. Okay, one one 1.4, 1.39. Okay, again, those are just target areas. All right, so you have to manage your trade. You have to have the knowledge to manage your trade. Okay. All right, let's keep moving. Aussie USD, same thing. Today we've had an exhaustion square to pop up on Aussie USD. So be looking to short this market. Again, TDI is showing us that it is in an overbought position in the market. But again, you don't want to just hop in just because TDI shows that it's overbought. But you want to confirm it with structure, cycle, and manipulation. All right. And again, just using basic structure. All right. If you want, you can use basic structure. Just use your trend lines. Okay. And horizontal support, all right, and resistance, okay, to help you to get into your trade. Again, not to give away too much, there are better ways to actually know when to get into your trade and know when to get out of your trade. However, again, I just want to do this market analysis based on the workflow template. To help you guys to maybe find some trade setups. Okay, so Aussie USD, definitely look to be shorting this pair. Not Again, this is not long term or anything like that. However, again, you just want to wait for your price action confirmations and get in on this trade. All right, and we're gonna move along. Euro GBP. We had an exhaustion square to pop up yesterday. All right. And our entry rules were met. Looks like on this candle right here. Actually, yeah, on this candle. So we had a nice move up. So you guys can kind of see how this works. You get your exhaustion square, and you wait for price action to tell you when to get into the market. All right. And so, I mean, even this, you could have scalp this for like 21 pips. All right, small pip count, but nonetheless it's a pip count. All right, it's 21 pips that you haven't had so far. All right, would I have gotten out there? No. Pretty much once you get in and you get your correct your entry rules have been met, you get in and you can ride this into the next exhaustion square. All right, say for instance this exhaustion square to this exhaustion square, it gave us a profit range of 74 pips. All right, now again, that's not bad. That's 174 pips off of one pair. Okay, and you can watch as many pairs as you want. Okay, you can watch all of the pairs that your broker offers. All right, this is going to work, and it also works on any time frame. However, I trade it based off of the 4 hour. Okay. All right, Euro odd. Okay. Euro odd is showing us some exhaustion. All right, on the chart we have our exhaustion square. Also, TDI is showing us that it is overbought, working its way up. So you definitely want to be looking for some possible long positions on Euro odd, again based on the 4 hour chart. All right, and of course you want to manage your trade, get into your trade and manage your trade based off of if you don't have the template, based off of simple support and resistance using horizontal support and resistance and trend line support and resistance. Okay, so say for instance we have our exhaust square here. All right, I did draw in this horizontal support. So one way to get into this trade is you can wait for this support to be, or excuse me, this resistance to be broken and then retest it as support and then get into the trade. Okay. However, again, the template only shows possible trade options. Okay. And again, you have to use your working knowledge of market structure, cycle, and manipulation to enter the trade. All right. We have, what pairs is Euro Swiss? All right, we did have exhaustion yesterday. All right, and we could have got in here. The market is kind of pulling back on those guys right now before going into a possible profit. But again, I would just say, for instance, we would have got that yesterday. And all right, give me 1 second. Let me grab this. All right, water fell. All right, so again, got a break of this trend line. Looks like it's coming up to retest it. All right, it's coming back up this way to retest it, and so it's coming back up to retest this trend line, and maybe you want to get in there, okay, for a possible downtrend. All right. TI does show that it was overbought and it's kind of working its way down to possible oversold position. Okay. Euro JPY. Euro JPY. MetaTrader is acting up on me. And this is why I use TradingView now. But you guys are fine. Just trying to stream. Okay. And that's the key. That's the key to. That's the key to your trading. Oh, okay. It switched over on me. All right. Here we go. Let's see. Let's get this back up and going. I apologize, guys. Showing my other account. Not bad. It's a little scalping account that we have, or I have. You guys see where? Should I show you guys that? I don't think I should show you guys that. I don't think I should show you guys that. All right, guys, give me 1 second. You guys can't see it, but I'm waiting for the MetaTrader 4 app to pop back up, so we can finish the analysis, the other analysis. Not on this account, but on my other account that I do the analysis on. Man, it is just really not going to be my day today. I'm trying to pull the other account back up. I have another MetaTrader terminal that I do the analysis on for you guys. I don't have this one set up for that. I have this one set up for let me show you guys another method of trading that I do. So I'm actually just got into this swing for for GJ. I don't know if you guys can see this. All right, so let me close this stream down. All right, I'm gonna close this stream down. Get my computer back up and going because the only thing it's showing is my other swinging terminal. I'm testing out here, and so let me do that, and I'll be right back, guys.